A man slept for 500 years. When he finally woke up, he found the world in ruins. Buildings were barely standing, held together by a few wires, and broken bridges had been left untouched for years. He walked into the streets trying to understand what had happened, but the uneducated and foolish people around him attacked him instead of answering his questions. Feeling thirsty, he turned on a faucet, only to see green soda flowing out instead of water. He picked up a newspaper and discovered that the year was 2050. As he headed toward a hospital, the police stopped him because he didn't have an identity barcode on his wrist. He was immediately arrested, locked in a cage, and taken to court. The judge was just as foolish as everyone else. Without even listening to his explanation, he declared him guilty, while the crowd cheered as if it were a celebration. A guard then escorted him to a building where every prisoner had to take an IQ test before entering jail. The question was simple. If one bucket contains 2 gallons of water and another contains 5 gallons, how many buckets are there in total? The correct answer was 2. Shockingly, he was the only person in the entire world who got it right. At that moment, he realized that humanity had become incredibly stupid over the last 500 years. On his very first day in prison, he started planning his escape. He approached a guard and confidently said, "Today is my release day." The guard believed him and let him go. But he was soon caught again. This time, he was taken directly to the president. The president was impressed by his intelligence and appointed him as the Minister of Home Affairs. His first mission was to solve a major crisis. Crops were no longer growing. When he visited the farms, he discovered the reason immediately. The irrigation systems were pumping soda instead of water. People believed soda was pure and healthy, while water was only useful for flushing toilets. As a result, every crop had died. To prove his point, he held a bottle of soda in one hand and clean water in the other. He claimed he could communicate with plants. Then he announced that crops needed water, not soda. The president trusted him and ordered the entire country to use water for irrigation. However, one